warm welcome to All India Sri Shivaji Memorial Society's Institute of Information Technology, Pune, Maharashtra. I, Mrs. Kulkarni Sheetal V, Assistant Professor from Department of Instrumentation Engineering, AISSMS IOIT, Pune, Maharashtra. In this video, we are going to discuss fundamentals of wireless digital communication. Wireless digital communication, the principle of communication from a digital signal processing perspective, including key mathematical background, transmitter and receiver signal processing algorithm, channel modes and generalization to multiple antennas. It permits user to communicate from remote operated areas. There are many devices used for wireless communication like mobile, Zigbee, GPS, Wi-Fi, satellite and television. Application of wireless communication involve security, television, remote control, Wi-Fi, wireless power transfer. Now we will discuss the basic components of wireless digital communication. Types of channel. Binary symmetric channel. In this type, bits of information 0 and 1 can be transmitted. The channel transmits a bit of information correctly with a probability. Binary erasure channel. In this type, no guarantee that the transmitted bit of information can be received at all. So, the channel is characterized as a binary input and alternative output channel. Components of a digital communication system are sensor, source encoder, channel encoder, modulator, power amplifier, RF front end voltage amplifier, filter, mixer, demodulator, channel decoder, source decoder and information sink. Source encoder firstly produces a message signal and analog signal. The message has to convert into discrete signal. The conversion requires sampling the signal at least Nyquist rate so that no information will be lost. After sampling, the discrete signal is converted to binary stream. This process is called source encoding. Essential to implement an efficient source coding technique so that the channel's bandwidth and the signal power requirements are satisfied. One way to achieve this is by defining a probability model of information. Symbol depends on its probability of occurrence. Channel encoding to make the transmitted signal robust to noise and interference. In case of signal corruption, it enables an error to be recognized and the original data to be recovered. There are two essential approaches to transmit symbols from a predetermined codebook and to transmit redundant symbols. Modulation. Aim of the modulation is to baseband signal is transferred into a bandpass signal. It transmits a received signal with shortened antennas. The shorter the wavelength of the transmitted signal, the shorter is the length of the antenna. Finally, the modulated signal has to be amplified and the electrical energy is converted into electromagnetic energy by the transmitter's antenna and the signal is propagated over a wireless link to be desired destination. Types of modulation are amplitude modulation, quadratic modulation. Up till now we seen the transmission part. Now the next will be the receiving part. The components of the receiver block carry out the reverse process to retrieve the message signal from electromagnetic waves. The receiver antenna induces a voltage that is ideally similar in shape, frequency and phase with the modulated signal. Due to various types of losses and interferences, the magnitude and shape of the signal is changed and has to pass through a series of amplification and filtering processes. It is then transformed back to a baseband signal through the process of demodulation and the detection. Finally, the baseband signal undergoes a pulse shaping process and two additional stages of decoding, channel and source in order to extract the sequence of symbols that represent the original analog signal, which is the message. So these are the references used while doing this video. Thank you for all the authors cited in references. Thank you for your patience listening and watching this video. Keep learning.